essentially, fear is something that can really distract us in a number of ways. So fear is anxiety, it's worry, it's anything where we experience some form of threat. And what can happen is our physical triggers get set off by a set of emotional and biological triggers, and our blood pressure may go up, our breathing may go up, the cognitive load increases, so our brain is really distracted, and we get a lot of behavioral consequences of that. We can get quite snappy, we can be quite emotional, we can be quite irritable, and sometimes it can have an impact on us where we want to hide some of that emotional load, and we become quite closed because we don't want to reveal it. And what that might also lead to is a whole heap of avoidance, where we actually choose not to move forward, but actually to stay back. And that avoidance causes us lots of problems. It means that we don't head into situations which may be perceived by our brain as quite risky. So we want to be included. We want to be included in a group. And when we feel that we're going to do something that could potentially lead to us being excluded, that might mean that we head towards the norm. And that's where we head for groupthink. We get a lot of yeses when we should have nos. We have trouble standing up, speaking up, and showing up to the best version of us. And it can lead to us finding it difficult to change or to deal with difficult circumstances because we pull back within that fear or within that anxiety. And so innovation becomes difficult, heading into change becomes difficult, doing anything that's not what we have done becomes difficult. And we see this in our communication, where we may stifle our communication because we don't want to speak up. We may also feel that we get quite polite because we don't want to upset anyone. And so communication can become quite stuck and rigid and not courageous. We then sort of get quite a lot of agreement in the room, but less outside the room. And we have lots of double talk where we have to explain afterwards what we really think, because we're not able to take the social risks that are required for us to be brave.